Ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and droids across our beloved Copper Empire. Dang! It's great to be in the Empire today. You know what you're watching. You're watching Arnold Holonet News, the only news you'll ever need because you have no other choice. Anyways, we have some interesting late weekend news to provide you guys across our beloved Empire. We're kind of going off-roading here in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. We just got confirmation that no road aheads for the rest of the year, but that doesn't mean nothing's coming. Let me show you what we're talking about. And it's also looking like the new Endor raid is probably looking like it's coming out this November. So although we're going a bit off-roading, let me tell you, there's still plenty of stuff that's going on here, but it's a little bit odd. To my recollection, maybe there was one other time. It's very odd not to have a road ahead for the remaining part of the year. Usually every single time, unless I'm forgetting something, tactical scanners, sometimes, not calibrated correctly. We usually get something at the end of the year. Last one we had was July 2023. So everyone knows, if you've been following the game for a while, we're a little bit overdue for one. The last time we had a road ahead, we talked about, the Leviathan, which, we're not going to bring that whole history up here. We're moving beyond that. Of course, we got Galactic Legend Organa. And of course, we had the new Endor raid, which was announced with all the possible requirements that you can use for it. And they said here, they're looking to get this towards fall, end of the year. And as we're going to look at some data mines, it's looking like November is where this is going to be slated out for. But as we can see here, just recently off the press, Meathead Militia, one of our community managers over at Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, they said no road ahead. But there is a lot of great information coming for the rest of 2023. So it looks like he was on a Twitch stream. I'm not sure which one it is. Usually on Friday night, maybe got like Xerath or maybe I think Calvin Awesome streams, and quite a few other folks are streaming on Twitch on a Friday night. So likely he was on one of those streams, and maybe the conversation came up, hey, if there's a road ahead coming. And no, it looks like we don't have anything coming out. Keep in mind, we could very well get a State of the Galaxy, which is kind of a smaller variant of a road ahead. It's just a little bit odd. I mean, we're obviously getting a lot of stuff. We have this Bo-Katan Mandalore that we just got the requirements for, IG-12 and Grogu, as well as Kelleran. I always mess with it. Kelleran back coming to Star Wars Galaxy. So obviously there's stuff they got going on, but for whatever reason, they just don't feel like it's maybe they don't have time, or maybe it's just not feasible for a road ahead. Maybe they don't have a lot. I mean, we've seen pretty lackluster road aheads. I feel like they got some stuff cooking that they're just holding back from us. So we're kind of going a little bit blind for the rest of the year, but keep in mind, we have some indication of other stuff coming to the game. We saw this work in progress store that accidentally got leaked into the game with the Galactic Legend shipment. So that's where a lot of speculation was coming up that maybe you need a Galactic Legend to access this particular shipment. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a variety of other stuff. I know some people are holding out for a legacy event. People want Meet Your Cirque. I don't know if it's going to happen, but people say it feels right for it to happen this year. I'm not sure if I can put money down on it, but I will say this, kind of seeing where we're heading off, it also seems like if we're looking at the data mines, probably a good, you can make some kind of indication that we're also getting the Bo-Katan Mandalore event coming in November. So this might be one of the few events. It feels like they're pushing out these characters and boom, the character drops right for Bo-Katan, but we shouldn't be too unfamiliar with that. They did that with Galactic Legend Leomos. We basically were short 3 characters before they were free to play farmable, and they released Leia. So don't be surprised, everyone, if IG-12 Grogu, Kelleran Beck, if Paz Vizsla, they're not even farmable by the time Bo-Katan comes out. So we're gonna look at those data mines here in a second. I want to put one more thing on the radar. Data mines also pulled this up, but here's your official confirmation. We talked about the Extra Life charity event that Capital Games has been doing. They've raised $65,000, and if you recall, if you donated $25, whatever it was, you're going to get an exclusive pack for donating to that particular charity, so long as you left your ally code with your donation. But all this Extra Life milestones going to be starting on Monday, October 30th, and running to November 3rd. We've already went through a variety of stuff. There's going to be some web store exclusive stuff. So again, hopefully you get access to the web store, and they're going to run a couple of extra galactic challenges, a couple extra credit heists, all the capital ship events, which feels a little bit random. But hey, if you're pushing for Supreme Kyle Ren or Ray, like a lot of you Lightspeed bundle owners, you probably are going to want to try to get as many events for the Radisson Finalizer. And then we have another resource smuggler event, which, freebies are freebies, I guess. Another 7-day calendar, another galactic challenge, and more importantly, double drops for just one day on November 3rd. So next Friday, my gosh, we're already running into November, not too far around the corner, and you can see a lot of that stuff here. So Up here, we see the double drops that were in the data mines. We have double drops on 11/3, so not the entire week, only for one day. We also got some other things in here that we could see. They have a lot of these extra life mystery chests. We're going to give away some Night Sister shards from this particular little bundle here. What else we got here? We have the November bonus calendar, where they're giving us some Sabine Wren shards. So again, you know, take it as you will. But generally, you know, the login calendars kind of give us some feelers for what's going on. You know, so I would imagine that, you know, IG-12 is probably coming out next week with Grogu. And then probably sometime November, I wouldn't be surprised if like a week or two after we get Keller and Beck, they're like, boom, it's epic confrontation time, baby. So Sabine Wren is going to be our bonus calendar word. And also we have another mystery chest for November. Again, you got to go on the online web store for this, where every single time you open up the pack, you're going to get Ewoks, Princess Nisa, which, you know, it's going to help for GLA and, you know, of course, also for the new Endor raid. Chief Chirpa, Ewok Elder, Ewok Scott, Logray, Poplu, Tebow, or Wicket. And, of course, a lot of free energy. You know, do as I say, not as I do. Man, so many times I forget to do this, and that's a lot of energy you could be missing out for. And, you know, of course, some other variety of stuff we got going on here. So just between the Sabine Wren calendar, the November mystery chest granting Ewoks, even though there's not a road ahead, maybe expect a State of the Galaxy just maybe going in more detail. I expect at least a State of a Galaxy for Crate Dragon Raid. They kind of did something like that, like right before the Crate Raid came out, they did like another poster. So expect that in November. I would say not even just because of the login or web calendar mystery chest that they got going on. And it's Sabine Wren for the Bo-Katan Mandalore event. Otherwise, my friend, that's basically it. Here's what the November calendar looks like. You know, you should be kind of familiar how a bonus calendar works at this point. We also have an extra life calendar, which will give out some Lando shards, some Princess Nisa, and some sexy Rexy as well. And no, I know I'm going to keep getting this question. Arnold, when are those extra light speed bundles coming? Still to this day, you know, if you guys remember about a week or so ago, we had our first indication that light speed bundles were coming to Galaxy Heroes again. This is the first time I've seen people so eager to spend money. Let me give you my money, Capital Games. But still to this day, we do not have official confirmation when all these light speed bundles are coming out. They're coming. But when they come, your guess is as good as mine. So that's going to wrap it up for the weekend news. I thought you guys just want to know about all these things that we got going on before we head into the weekend. More importantly, people have been waiting for road ahead. We got the confirmation, no road ahead for the rest of the year. But they didn't say no State of the Galaxy dress. I still think we'll probably get some official medium of communication for what the rest of the year will look like. Raid, Bo-Katan, Mandalore. I don't know. People like those legacy events. You think they'll squeeze in a legacy event, or is the epic confrontation basically the legacy event for this year? I mean, follows a similar beat. 4 characters leading into some good character of some sort. She's going to be a Grand Arena powerhouse, apparently. So who knows? I still think the epic confrontation requirements are a little bit weird. You would think Bo would have been required, or Gideon, something like Malik or General Anakin Skywalker. This does seem to kind of fit that legacy formula a little bit, but they're just coining epic confrontation. I don't know. I feel like they're kind of like mumble jumbling all the meanings of the variety of legend events. Like, what's the difference between a journey event and, I don't know, a legendary event? I don't know. It's just, yeah, anyways, I'm going to pass the ball over to you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a fantastic weekend lined up for you, because around here in Alderaan, or wherever you might be in this beautiful Kyber Empire, you know you're going to be saying how it's great to be in the Empire today. To be in the Empire today. The sun never sets.